A first carry now for Alex Collins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, Collins. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 72 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Collins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Za'Darius Smith in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep to return is Cyrus Jones. This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escapes the defender. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go. Hut! Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hut!
To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
No. Check. Patriot.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Now Jackson drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Now Jackson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the bootleg. Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. C.J. Mosley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Blue, 90.
Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Gone!
Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just meant...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They go play action now. Jackson. Now he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Collins now the lone man in the backfield, 2nd and goal. Jackson off the bootleg. This is caught. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, pick your game up.
Off play action. Jackson. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson now. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there. Right? And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Jackson back into his end zone. His throw incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
It's complete to Brown, right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 98 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now here come the Ravens. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now he's going to let it go deep left. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Collins now the lone man in the backfield, second and goal. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again, it's Collins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens taking the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Caught. Left side to Crabtree. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Jackson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
All right, here we go.
Jackson will throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Detroit!
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 1st down. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And Jackson throwing once more. And it's caught by Crabtree. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They run with Collins. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Leopard!
On 1st and goal, Collins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He's back to throw. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins with time running out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Throwing now is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit